Look at that beast. That right there has military written all over it, doesn't it? Actually, it has Chevrolet written on it. Whoops. Our lighting's not too good right up in here, this part. Look at that. It's a Chevy. It's a Chevrolet. What kind of Chevy is this? Well, it's a CMP. It's a Canadian military pattern truck. I think it's a cab 11 or cab 12 type. Some have a really flat nose, and this one's got more of a nose that sticks out on it, but it's got a really tight cab on it. I've got this light here because you can't really see too much without it up in the front part of our studio. But I believe it's around a 1940, 42, 44, something like that. I can't find a data plate in it. We'll take a look there in a little bit. A lot of it is original. Let's look at the front end. Now what happened with a lot of these, I remember these growing up as a kid. I'd see these in a lot of parking lots at different companies. They were really, really cheap back in the 70s. They're practically giving the things away. So they put snow plows on them, townships put sanders on the back of them, they did all kinds of stuff, and they're harder to find now. You just don't see them around. So I saw this one on Facebook and I had to jump on it. I don't know why. It just sort of said Power Mods written all over it. Some guys want to see it, you know, clear coated and just left like that, and the Cummins turbo diesel in it. It's got a 261 Chevy motor, 1961 or 62, that came with a 216 in it, and a popular swap was the 261. So that's what's made its way into there. It hasn't run since 96, and I see the distributor caps off it, and I don't know what's going on with that. So they obviously tried to get it going at some point a long time ago, and she was dead. No spark or who knows what. But it looks like it has the original lights, and you CMP experts can maybe chime in on this. These original light pods, they look amazing. Both sides intact. Pretty cool, right? And I'm told that these were just screens or vents, intakes to cool the motor for the civilian model. And here's the front end on it. And I was sort of, what made me kind of want to go after this one was the condition of the frame. It's just got light surface rust on it. It's very well sort of patinaed. This was sort of built in the days of the good steel, not in the 70s, 60s, 70s when the junk started coming in from Japan. Really bad steel, and cars just didn't last. Extremely heavy duty front end and rear end on this thing. No shocks on it. They have some kind of a damper on there. It's almost like a torsion kind of shock. I don't know what they call that. I haven't learned very much about this truck yet. You can see it here. I don't really know how it works. The leaf springs are all cracked. A lot of this stuff can be rebuilt. There's a pretty big following online of these trucks, military stuff. A lot of guys are fixing them up. And yeah, I don't want to wreck it. I don't want to do anything stupid to it. But I am going to put the jet motor on the back, the jet engine on it when I need to transport it somewhere. This fender took a bit of a hit. But we're looking at the doors, and the doors actually don't look too bad. Look at it. Hey, even the bottoms. That's pretty nice. I thought they were bad, but they're not too bad at all.
Oh, the other side's peeled out a bit.
Yeah, it took a bit of a hit. Oh, look at all this stuff. I love looking in trucks to see what kind of jazz you get. What do we got in here? Ooh, an old oil can. Solenoid. That's no good. What the heck is this? Well, it's the seat mount. We didn't get the other seat with it. Foam. Bunch of stuff. There's a starter in there. You know,
Is it a shotgun shock?
Hydraulic hose fitting thing, I think. Oh, it might be. No, hose. You know, they ripped out the side of the motor there to get at the carb, the side of the hood, or what do you call that? Tunnel cover kind of deal. Dog house.
I can't zoom.
No. Well, they get an idea. People get an idea what that looks like.
The bezel looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks pretty neat. Extremely heavy duty, very thick fenders on it. Yeah, that's kind of rotten. It's okay. But a lot of this stuff, you just, you're gonna have to get back into some sheet metal work. Haven't done that in a long time. The box isn't original.
It is or isn't?
It is not. Yeah, see, look at that frame. There's still some paint on that frame. That is excellent.
Change the angle of the light, I'm just getting the glare. Yeah.
There you go. Look at there's still all paint back up on there. That's awesome. Yeah, look at the big diffs on that thing. They're insane. Huge. Huge. 4-speed. No synchro mesh in that. Gotta double clutch it. Fuel tank still has paint on it. That's good. That is awesome. It's got split rims, but they're the good kind of split rims. They're not the kind that really kill you. So it's an 8-bolt pattern, but you have to unbolt the rim this way to split them. These tires still have air in them. That's pretty crazy. And some of them say the date. I think the one on the other side says it was made in 1940, the tire. The guys that had this, they used it for, well, I think it maybe was used in one of their townships as a township truck, and then they used it to haul gravel, and then they used it to plow their laneways and their roads. The door frame on this one's good too.
Yeah, it's just the sheet metal peeled back.
That is awesome. Yeah, totally, man. That door frame is nice.
And even the sheet metal, just take a pounding and a hammer and beat it back.
What sheet metal?
Like where it's all busted up here and crimped.
Well, just put a new sheet on it.
Yeah, you could.
Now, why did they do that? Was that original like that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'll have to look at that.
It's on the other side too.
Yeah.
Makes sense for driving through water.
Yeah. Very cool. I don't know what went on with this windshield, although I do think it's original because it looks like it has the, you know, the clips, because there was a, I think there may have been a cover that went across here. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like there's something that would have clipped in the back.
Yeah, well, there were clips here too.
And then up the side, there's little.
Right. That's the back here. I found some local guys who know a lot about these trucks. They restore them, so shouldn't be too hard to get this done. Like, I'm used to working on Land Cruisers, right? Land Cruisers, they get really rusty. They have that old Japanese steel in them, and they're abused. Almost usually, like, they seem worse than this one. This isn't that bad. It's just rusty, dented. What size socket? That's 7/16. Let me see if I can undo some of those. Yeah, we've been stacking sleds. Some of the work on the sleds it's just gonna have to wait till next year now. We are gonna finish the Mega Elan. That's still going. I have some, it's gonna go on here next. I just had to get that truck in. Now, Jesus. I did post on Facebook that I was going to put the jet engine right here. That I was going to put the jet engine on it, and I had some people freak out. You just stupid a jet engine. It's my jet engine. I can do what I want. And if I want to transport that jet engine somewhere, it's going to go right on there. If I want to melt something and fire it up, I'll do it. That's kind of how we roll at Power Mods. We don't wait for other people to tell us what to do. Do we, Jamie? No, we kind of do it ourselves. No. No. You know, like I said to one guy, man, if I did everything everybody told me to do, there wouldn't be a Power Mods now. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to make videos? That sounds really silly. I don't want to. Look at that. All these come off. They come off. That's not like Lankers, I'll tell you right now. So this is as far as we got. I got to head out of here. But everything has pretty much come off pretty easily. Had to use a little bit of heat. But very surprised at the condition of everything. Let's just bring some light over and get it inside here. Look at that. Look at the paint. Look at the original Army color paint, 1940s, man. That's pretty cool. Kind of mind-blowing. You can see where there's been some rust, but everything, it's, you know, it's very modular or put together in big chunky pieces of stuff. I think it's great.
The sheet metal is incredible.
It is. Yeah, look at this. Hold on. Stay there. I'll bring it over. Yeah, those are. That's some thick stuff, man. Very thick. Pretty amazing. Not going to be too hard to get a lot of this stuff done, actually, you know. The main thing is take the cab off, play with the motor a little bit, strip the motor off, strip the axles, new springs, do the brakes on it, and you know, heavy duty sandblaster. JL's got a pretty wicked sandblaster, and we're going to work on that and get some tires on it.
So essentially frame off, body off restoration.
Yeah, but I mean, like for this, honestly, my God, there's not much to do. Like I've taken on a lot worse than that.
I know.
Vehicle-wise.
And the 925 is going to be ready for the Toronto show.
It will be. You bet. Yeah. Hey, don't be a hater.
I'm not hating. I'm just a realist.
Don't hate. Wonder if these. Oh, they welded. Did they weld that? No. Very cool. That's it. Stay tuned. We're gonna play around with this. We'll set up some better lighting in here because this is no good. All the good lighting's back there, but we need the room back there because we're still shooting other stuff. So I'll set up some good lighting, and I'll shoot video on this as I progress. I kind of want it running for the summer, poking around, ripping down the streets, 40 miles an hour. Very cool. Thanks for joining me here at Power Mods. Stay tuned. I think just a little coat of wax will get her going.
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed. I wanted to start it, but I didn't realize that there's no coil in it and the distributor cap was off and there a whole bunch of other stuff. You know, it's only been sitting for 26 years. Usually, that's not too bad. Usually some gas in the battery and you're good to go. But that's just the way it goes. It'll be going soon enough. Okay, Jamie, let's shut it down.